I just want to be free. Am I like a huge failure in life? It's a constant cycle of worry, fear, worry, mostly worry. Hey guys, it's Jody, and this is definitely something you aren't used to seeing every day on my channel. And I'm going to share with you how I overcame one of my biggest fears this year. It's not going to be all sad, you guys, don't worry, but it's something I needed to talk about. Hopefully you guys can relate. And I want to give a special shout out to Olay for sponsoring this video, helping me tell my story. And what I want you guys to do that will help me out so much is leave a comment below and let me know if you're comfortable, your biggest fears, or especially a fear that you've overcome, to share with me and share with all of us how you overcame that fear. And I know I'm gonna get some people who are gonna be totally laughing at me right now, but I don't care anymore, you guys. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I do all of my hairstyles, and I've been doing my hair since I was about, I don't know, you guys, 7, 8 years old. So when I was younger, since my mom couldn't afford and all that, I used to just, try to do my own hair. And eventually I learned how to box braid, I learned how to cornrow, I learned how to do basically anything. So there was one time back to school, I must have been like, I don't know, between like 11 and 13, maybe 14. So my mom thought it was a good idea to take me to get my hair, I guess, blow dried and straightened or whatever the case is. And I had relaxed hair back then. So out of all places, guess where she took me, you guys? To Walmart. So she took me to Walmart to get my hair blow dried and straightened. Now, naive teenage me was like, okay, this will be great. But I'm trusting because they are professionals, right? So when you go to a professional, you expect them to, give you the experience of your life. So I'm in the chair, la 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 la. You guys, I was so naive back then. It's not even funny. And so I get out the chair. I looked in the mirror and I saw the ugliest blowout with a bump at the end. I looked like I was about like 45 years old. It was so hideous. I was so embarrassed to go back to school, you guys. And what's funny is that it was literally just hair, and I know that now, but back then, having a bad hairstyle was like the worst thing that can happen to a girl. And because I had relaxed hair, you guys, it wasn't like I could just go home and undo it and do all over again. It was just a really long process. So, I went to school the next day and I just felt so ugly. And it's even hard to explain to this day, but little did I know that it was like, it started to manifest like a fear in me of going to salons. And from that moment on, you guys, I promised myself I would never, ever, ever go back to a hair salon and get my hair butchered like that. I just didn't feel beautiful. And my experience was just so negative that I didn't want to feel that again. So I literally never went back to a salon. And what's funny is that I actually did go back for prom, you guys, a hot mess. I'll put a picture here if I do have some from prom. But I went back to the hair salon for prom, which is my aunt's hair salon. And I didn't have a great experience there either. I paid full price for a weave, and the weave was... So fast forward, I'm doing all my hair at this point. I started a YouTube channel. So at this point, I had forgotten all about it. I'm like 20, 21, however old I was when I started my YouTube channel. Just having fun. I had forgotten all about the traumatic experience regarding my hair because I was having so much fun. And little did I know that this fear could manifest in other ways. I became severely non-social. I became like a hermit. So long story short, I moved around a lot. I changed climates. My diet was all over the place, and my hair, it went from like nice and fluffy, a little bit thick because I never had really thick hair. It was becoming thicker, and it went from that to like being really thin, even finer than it is, and it became brittle, dry, and I could not for the life of me figure out what was happening to my hair. And anyone with common sense and logic would say, okay, let me go see a professional, because I mean, as of this point, I have a job, I have the money to go to a salon, but I literally cringed at the thought of going back. And I'm like, this is not fair to myself. And it started to manifest in other ways. I would just stay in my own bubble. I wouldn't, you know, I was stuck into making like the same content. And so we moved to New York State, which is where I live now. And you know, men have to find a new barber. So the reason I had decided to visit the salon after almost 15 years was because my husband obviously found someone he could trust. And I got to know his barber, and his barber could do hair as well, like real hair. So I went to him. I was like, why the heck not? I needed a new start with my hair. My hair is like a dirty brown color. I wanted to do it black so it looked nice and thick. And I wanted like an even cut because at this point my hair was so brittle and uneven. It was a mess. And I can't be like coming on here forever doing my hair in front of you guys and I'm not even taking care of my own hair and I'm telling you to do this and that. So I was like, you know what? I talk the talk, but I have to walk the walk. So I went to the barber / cosmetologist and I got my hair cut. And I was so nervous, you guys. I had done an all-nighter. I was like filming all night. My makeup was like 24 hours old, which I don't recommend it. And it was a really hectic time. And to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, you can see it in my face. I'm so nervous. He even made me sit on like the kiddie chair, like they put the stool on the chair. And it was low-key embarrassing. I just kind of closed my eyes and just seen it through. I had to blow dry my hair. He went and cut it. And this was the finished result, you guys. But even more importantly, when I got home and then, you know, I would restyle my hair and I would wash it. And my natural hair was just so popping. It looked so much thicker, so even. It looked so healthy. Even though I didn't have like much growth or whatever, it just looked 20,000 times better. And to think I waited almost 15 years to do this so my hair could look its best, it's like crazy. And I'm so glad I did that, guys, because like all the walls are broken down. My guard is down. I'm just so excited. If anyone knows what it feels like to just navigate life with your guard down, how freeing that is, well, you can relate to what I'm saying. Even though it's a stupid hair story or whatever the case is, it was like a big deal for me to overcome that fear of the whole salon. And one fear can lead to so many others and it could set you back in life. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to just get over it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I feel like such a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Okay, so now we get to the part that I really wanted to share with you guys, is how I overcame my fears. I feel like a new woman. I want this video to be a testament to how you guys can help overcome what you're dealing with in life as well. So what I learned through the process of overcoming that fear, although it sounds so silly, it was real to me back then, and I don't want any of you guys to feel like what you're going through isn't important. So now that I've overcome the fear of the whole salon experience, I feel so strong and empowered and liberated and free. I feel like I can sit here and tell you guys that it really sucks because I've been through it personally. I know what it feels like to be held back, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Because now I can have more footage for my YouTube channel. I can take you guys to the salon with me. I don't have my guard up in front of like, I don't have my guard up when I go to the salon anymore. I'm just excited to experiment more with my hair. I want to cut it real low, or if I want to dye it or bleach it, color it, whatever I want to do with my hair. I don't even have those concerns anymore. I feel like I'm just free, you know? And I feel like fear in general can keep you from living your best life, because I promise you guys, ever since I overcome that, I've been just doing everything. Like I posted my first swimsuit picture on Instagram. I'm doing public speaking now. I got a chance to speak to college students about my journey as a YouTuber and an entrepreneur. Y'all are like, who is this girl? So raise your hand if you've never heard of Jody. Have you seen that girl on YouTube that does like crochet braid tutorials? And she like does like really long ponytails, and then she does like box braids, and then she puts in a weave, and then she shows you how to color your hair. That's me! Oh, and then you see like it's flaking and it gets all red or whatever. But over the years I've learned a lot about hair. So I'm going through college, you know, because I'm pre-med. I'm supposed to be a doctor, right? Right? that opened me to a new world of possibilities and start a whole other career path. I can do anything. I did something I wanted to do for so long, which was a wig week, where I made a video wig related for a week straight. You guys really enjoyed that. And to think that was me overcoming my fear of like perfection and just me being inconsistent in general, I really wanted to face that head on. And this one is a little bit TMI, but I also got my first Brazilian wax and rolled a clip.
Have you ever got anything waxed before? Sorry.
Let's just say we're never ever gonna do that again for a while, at least for a while. That was so traumatic. And I wanted to share something that really helped me face my fears head on, and I want you guys to think about, or especially if you're going through something right now, just think about like, what are your fears right now? And what would you do if you didn't have them? If you weren't scared of heights, or you didn't have a fear of failure, what would success look like? So what steps would you take? Like, what would you do to overcome that fear? And then just set some goals. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a few goals. Like, what do you have to do to get there? And I've been reading a lot of books lately, and that's what I use to just face it head on, just pretend that it didn't exist and just go for it. I'm not afraid to be scared or vulnerable anymore or fall flat on my face, because I know I'm getting closer to just having, to just not having that fear. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I definitely want to hear your worst hair experience. And thanks again, guys, for sharing. If you did, leave a comment below about your worst fear and how you overcame your fears. So one last question I want to leave you guys with. What would you do if you had 20 million bucks but only 10 years to live? And I was shook when I thought about this myself, but I want to know what you guys would do with that 20 million bucks if you only had 10 years to live, and you'll be one step closer to facing your fears. So I hope you guys take care of yourselves as always, and I'll see you on the next video.
Thought I told you that this my niche. Play my role, what you hold, little boy, best on reach. Your shit dirt, you get curved, I just saw and reap. With that ease, hella clean.